Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to All the Mods 10 Limited Edition. Now, we've got a bit of a funky one today. We're going to be setting up this whole time crystal swapping around sort of thing. We're not going to be using applied energistics for this with the growth accelerators yet. As soon as we get applied energistics, I will be using it for this. But we might at that point have enough to get bees as well, because we unlock bees at the same time. I might unlock them one by one and have bees as my last thing that I unlock. Because I love bees. And it's a struggle, right? If I don't have bees. So, anyway. Let's crack into it. Now, I want to show you what happens whilst this is like... It's only been like a couple of seconds, right? What happens when you use a cardboard box on there and then you break the cardboard box? It breaks that. So, why would you do that? When we can transfer that entire thing. There you go. You can transfer the entire thing, including all of the crystals, using the swapper. So if I do swapper, this thing right here, it's still making the others, I think. Did I only say 4? I swear I said 6. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, I definitely said 6, didn't I? Or did I only put 4 in? Oh, well, doesn't matter. There we go. So what we can do, I'm going to put one right here. And that is 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. Put another one right there. These can link to another swapper. So you could literally link this swapper to this swapper. And then you can use a redstone pulse to move it. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We need a... Is it a sensor? An advanced sensor. Yeah, we need an advanced sensor. Okay, I might need to go... Oh, also this needs to be chunk loaded. Oh, I did it right on the chunk boundary. That's fine. We can just chunk load all of those. Okay, let's go back to base. That way it will still grow as we're not there. So I'm going to place this one in like this because we need a bunch of these and I can't be bothered to make them by hand. So we do that right there. These go hand in hand with the... Where am I going? Oh, yeah. I'm going back to the end. Yeah, they go hand in hand with the advanced swappers. The advanced swappers, you can make them be redstone controlled. That's what this thing is here, the pulse. And we're going to make this area. I am going to go, I think it's +1. And then we're going to make it go over. So it's right there, like that. And we're going to do the same on this one. And we're going to say +1. Make sure we see it as well. And then minus. Yeah, they're both overlapping. They're both on that one right there. And then what we want to do is we want And then what we want to do, we definitely need to make a little area for this. But what we want to do is we want to make the area a bit bigger like that. There you go. So when we use this swapper to swap to one in the overworld, what will happen is it will take the crystals with them. That is the whole point in this. That's why Dyer put this all together like this. I'm pretty sure that's why he made the swapper as well. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Right. So, we might want to do it differently a little bit. Because I want to make... oh, yeah, I can't do it yet. But basically, I want to make a energy acceptor. I suppose we could use an energy acceptor and then like cable it all weirdly. And then the only one that is actually there is going to be on top. And we can also transfer... Yeah, we can transfer a block breaker as well. With a drops teleporter. Okay, cool. Yeah. Everything can fit within this little 3x3 block right here. Even when it's finished, basically. Anyway, this one will basically fade back to the like rubbish version. So... Yeah, anyway, I need to make those sensors, don't I? Sensors. So we need 6 of these as well. There we go. So that's going to have to go off and make us a few. So this one right here, what we can do is we can tell it to sense. And I really need to make an area because that would freak the heck out of me then. We wanted to sense that right there. And we want to say, when this is... That was it. Yeah, if we get the budding time crystal. This is the thing that I didn't know about until after. But you can take the budding time crystal like this, and you can pop it in like that. And then right-click it for settings. Ah, that's kind of annoying. It doesn't get rid of these. Is there a way of turning off my JEI just for now? Because I want to save all of the... you know what? We'll get rid of them. I will put them back in the same order afterwards. In fact, I just did a screenshot of it. So there we go. Let's get rid of those. Now, what you can do with this is you can say, if it's at stage 0. Stage 0 is, you know, the default, the one that we made from the budding amethyst, where it hadn't absorbed anything yet. So if it's at stage 0, do a weak redstone signal, and we want it on allow list. We want the target block to be the budding time crystal on stage 0. In fact, don't we only need one of those? No, because... yeah, we only need one of those in here. Because when this one swaps in, it will swap into this one right here. Yeah, I remember how this works now. Cool. Okay. We need to power all of these as well at some point. I'm just putting it out there. But what will happen is, because this is on pulse mode, when this turns into the stage 0 version of it, I'm going to just get rid of that. When it scans this and said, oh, you're stage 0, I'll do a little redstone. And then that will cause this one to pulse. And that will mean that this one swaps with another one. And we do need... put it back on this, and then go to at just diet things, and then wrench. Try just saw it's right there. The ferrocore wrench. Make it go off and make us one of those, please. Got some raw ferrocore right there. I don't know why it didn't just smelt that, but still. There we go. So what you do with this, right click on that one, and then you bind it to another one. So we're going to bind it to somewhere in the nether. And you know where we could go for the nether? We could go to vibranium. Right here. And I can go underneath this. You know what? How big is this? Quite a big tree, this, isn't it? Okay. Well, we'll get rid of all of the stems and stuff. And I'll just hollow out a little area for this. Right, there you go. I think we're near enough in the center of this chunk. Wait a minute. Kind of. All right, F3G. I didn't want to bring up this menu, but we're going to have to, I think. Cool, we proper did it on the edge of this one, didn't we? Jeez. Okay, maybe we use one of just Diet, or Dyer's, one of his other things that he's got right here. Let me get a bunch more netherrack as well. There we go. Right. So I'm just going to build this out a little bit so we've got a bit more room. There we go. That bit as well. There you go. Nice one. Cool. Okay, so this one we're going to put right there, and then we're going to go out 1, 2, 3. So if we pretend like this right here is going to be the time crystal, and then pop that one there as well. You see where I'm going with this? You could probably make it a bit easier by pushing it in a little bit, but this one is going to be angled on this thing, but also with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or, you know, big version of this. Basically, it's going to be the exact same setup we had in the end. There you go, just like that. And then this one is going to have a sensor. And then that sensor is going to be... tell you what, let's turn that one off. And that one on. That sensor is going to be right there. And again, what we're going to do is budding time crystal. And this one is actually going to be stage... I think it's stage 2. Yeah, we're basically moving backwards. Stage 3 we don't care about, because stage 3 is where it's going to be making us some time crystal stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be right there. I can actually get rid of that now. And we want to basically swap it in. I'm basically doing this all backwards, actually, thinking about it. So let me go into the overworld as well, and we'll set up basically this exact same thing again. So let's do that real quick. It's got to be done up here, right? It's got to be done on the Borg cube. I thought it would look cool up here. So the only one I haven't done is this one right here, but I'm pretty sure we just do that a couple of times. Missed. There we go. So I think this is the one we swap to, right? Yeah, so we have to swap to this one right here. Okie dokie. But I do need to go power everything as well. Yeah, I'm going to go do that in a second. So basically, we need to start linking all of these together now. In fact, I'm going to bind this one to right here. Perfect. Bound to the one in the end. Nice. We're going to need a lot of flux points. Flux point. And we need basically 6, I think, right? Yeah. So I'm going to put one on top. Oh, I should probably make this thing, the flux configurator. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. Why not? And that'll just nick whatever that one's set to right there. So we do something like that. In fact, we don't need that one there, do we? But if we get some cable, let's get a bit more cable, but we do these ones at least for now. Pop that one there. If you right click on there, pasted configuration, even though it doesn't look like it is. It is pasted. It's a bit weird that it's a bit like that though, isn't it? But I don't like it. Why does it not show up with the blue? The Pilpoh blue, it's got to be there. Oof. Right. So. Did I do that right as well? I haven't done this bit yet. No. So this one right here, again, we need to put time crystal. So this one right here. Needs to be on allow list as well. I might have to go round and change that. But yeah, we want it on there like that. Allow list and then right click that. And we want it, I think, on stage 1. Or is it stage? Yeah, we want it on stage 1. So as soon as it hits stage 1, activate this one. And we need to basically, I'm going to right click on that one right there. We need to bind this one to the one in the nether. So I'm doing this purposely on like backwards. Because if we do it backwards like this, so let's go back to vibranium. We've got a lot going on down on this one, don't we? We bind that one right there. We're going to bind this one to the one in the end. The one that is empty without the sensor on top. And we should be golden. Okay, fine. I'm going to use this even though I know it looks a bit wonky. But let's do it anyway. There you go. So they should at least be getting power. You're not getting any power. Oh, that is funny. Even though you should be getting power. Now you're getting power. Okay. the configurator doesn't even flipping work. Why? Why are you being... Oh, okay, whatever. So those should work now. I needed to change that one so it's on allow list right there. So it's stage 2. So the one in the overworld is stage 1. This one is stage 2. And then the one in the end is stage 0. Yeah, that's how that works. Perfect. All right, let's pop to the end again. And this hasn't even changed yet. That's actually kind of funny that it's not changed yet. I'm just going to click on this. We're not going to use the configurator. It is a thing that happens with all the mods, is the fact that some of the mods are still, you know, in progress. For example, refined storage has been a little bit buggy recently, so yeah, we know that that one works. Anyway, we can basically stay here until this one converts into like the other time crystal, right? Into the broken version of the time crystal. This should be automated now, by the way. And it should take all of these with it. I really, really want to make the accelerator for this. The I'm very tempted. I know we shouldn't. What do we need for the growth accelerator? Oh, you do need Flux. Flux, that's actually getting into doing some AE. We can't do it. Unfortunate, we can't do it right now. We will come back and we'll definitely add AE to this at some point. And then from that, we'll probably get the B as well. Anyway, if we have a look at the paradox machine. Oh, you know what? Now I can actually go round and put all of my bookmarks back together. So let me do that and then we'll be back in a sec. All right, you can definitely check me right here, but I think this is what we had. Yeah, that looks about right. Looks about right to me. Oh yeah, I was getting attacked by, yeah, there you go, one of these dudes, because he walked into my line of vision whilst I was doing that. Probably should have looked at the floor like this, but meh, all good. Right, let's have an actual look at the paradox machine. I've never actually used the paradox machine. Maybe we'll give it a go this time. But what we need from this is we need some time crystals. We need a time crystal block, and we need some time fluid. Now, the way that you make time fluid is you drop a time crystal into some polymorphic fluid. Now, I'm actually going to go set that one up. So if we pop back into here like this, everything is broken. Why are you broken? One of these must have been knackered. I think I definitely knackered one of these, didn't I? What the heck is this one? I don't even remember this one. That's not what I meant to click on anyway. It's this one over here. Why? Why has it been weird? You saw that, right? Everything's dead. And I didn't do anything. What the heck? Okay, well, it must be my my flux. No, it's this thing. The lava. The lava's knackered again. Why you do this? You've got full tank. Oh, did I accidentally turn that off? But now. I must have turned it off at some point. That's funny. Anyway, there you go. That's now going to give us some power again. I hope that hasn't knackered my other power solution. I think it shouldn't do. Anyway, that should be fine now. So there we go. So yeah, the paradox machine, we need the time fluid bucket. So to make the time fluid bucket, we are literally going to do, I think we're going to do that, you know. Why is that in the output slot? Yeah, we just shift click that one away. There you go. So to get a time fluid bucket, we just need a bucket of time fluid and a bucket. And that is going to go in our little tank thing that we've got over here. Oh, that's weird, that thing. That is super weird. And then for the actual time fluid itself, we are going to do this recipe. So that is, we need a time crystal, was it? Yeah, we need time crystal with a bucket of polymorphic fluid. Now, I'm going to use my thing that I've got over here for the polymorphic fluid. So I'm going to pop that one in there. Again, if you want to see how all of this works, then I've got Patreon and stuff. So I've got to do some sort of incentivization to get people there. I basically never talk about it. And yeah, no wonder like people don't want to sponsor me. Because I'd never end up talking about stuff like that. I'm just too focused on the game, I guess. But anyway, right. Now that we've got time fluid, we basically just have to wait, I guess. We'll pop back to the end and we can still like view this. It's so slow. It's just so slow without... What do we do at this point? Yeah, we're not going to do the... I was going to say, why don't we go get, like, time in the bottle or something like that? We're not going to do that until after. I've already put that in my head. Fine, let's have a look at Oritech a little bit. I know we're not going to get into it fully today because there's quite a lot to it. That's just regular TNT in the middle. Okie dokie. Heisenberg compensate. Probably use this thing, right? Strange matter, which comes from refining lava with the Aldrich's component, which is ender dust in a centrifuge. Sag mill still give us... I don't know which one it's going to be right there. I love that. Don't report issues to the original author. I don't know if we're going to get the 9 ender dust out of it. We should probably just do the crusher recipe. Yeah. Or actually, yeah, crusher. Yeah, we could do that one. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we could... You know what? I'm going to start bookmarking stuff, right? So we need a bunch of strange matter, which comes through a refinery right here. So refinery. They come from the refinery chamber modules. Okay. Portable tank. Industrial support beam. Carbon fiber. That comes from hop graphite from... Oh, okay, never mind. We're going to use coal dust. Yeah, we're not going to use hop graphite. Hop graphite is actually really difficult to get. Although you can get a bee for it. And you can get seed for it as well. Can you get a bee for it? You might only be able to get a seed. Yeah, because hop graphite, you just need 4 of them. This is what I mean. You get... you don't even need the flipping bars of it. You could just use the dust. Yeah, it just completely takes like half the automation, or more than half the automation out of it if we do that. But yeah, we're going to do the easy recipe because we are trying to skip as much as we can, right? So that's to make the carbon fiber right there. Any weird stuff with this? Yeah, we need a fluid pipe. Fluid pipe is that recipe right there, which is fine. I might start programming in a few of these. Portable tank we've already got. We've got this thing right here. That'll make us the refinery. Oh, we need a motor. So motor is right there. Magnetic coil. We're probably just going to use the steel that we've already got instead of the like bio steel from Oritech. Although that does look really cool, the bio steel stuff. That one right there does need a bunch of different types of wire. Ooh. Wait a minute. I just saw that they've got the actual wire in here again. Not that one. That one. Copper wire. You can't make it. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, yes. We're going to make a CNC stamper. I'm going to do that. Oh, I love it. That's really cool, actually. Yeah, we're going to make one of those right now. We'll do it in this one. Yeah. Absolutely love this thing. That means that we don't have to get into immersive engineering at all. A bit of a shame, really. As I said, I really like immersive engineering, so... And I know I just said, like, we get to skip some stuff, but anyway. Do as I say, not as I do. Let's put this one... We've got, like, power over here, don't we? So maybe we could... I don't know, I'll pop it there. There you go. And... upgrades. Aha, wait a minute. Where's my mech upgrades one? There it is. That's going to come into here. There it is. And we can right click it on like that. Perfect. Why did I do this? Oh yeah, it's so we could make this thing. The is that literally the only way to do it? Wait a minute, wait a minute. I want to make, when it comes around to it, copper. We do need to do a little bit of immersive. Okay, that's fine. Serves me right, for saying all of that. Okie dokie, right. So we could do a couple of those. Why not? I can make a engineer's table. This thing is actually really cool as well. I like when it's got like a weird... Oh, yeah, we need to make one of these as well. No, I'm out of treated. Okay, right. Go over here. We can go all the way back down. Did I moved my coke oven, I think. I had a coke oven right here and I removed it. Creosote. I do have a bucket of it, at least. There we go. Treated wood. And then pop one of these in. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. We're going to need those as well. So, that is now everything done. I'm getting carpal tunnel doing this. How many clicks right there? There you go. There's our immersive workbench. Yeah, I will put it down here somewhere. We'll put it right there for now. Why not? So, we need this thing, which is, we need to make the blueprint, which we could do. And we need 3 steel plates and some engineer cutters. Oh, we got 3 of them already. Lovely. So, stick those in like that. Iron plates. So, we only need 1 iron plate. Pop it there. And then steel. Need 3, at least 3 steel right there. Thank you. Engineer's workbench thingy, or engineer's blueprint thing. Make one of those. I already had one apparently. Brilliant. We got our 3 steel, which we're gonna bonk. And then with this, we can make the wire mold. There we go. And then we can put this in our CNC. Although, it's a bit weird having a CNC with a mold in it. It's not really how CNCs are in real life. That's how I see it, at least. Anyway, let's use a auto crafter. And what I'll do... Oh, yeah, that's a point. Grab that one. I will cable it up at the back here, because why not? There's a cable right there even, so we can just go cable, cable. There we go. And I can take this one right here. And I can make it so that outputs to the front. Hopefully that's okay, that it outputs to the front like that. Into the trash can. Yeah, it should be all right. And then we just need a recipe, which is... If we use copper coils, because we... or whatever they're called, wires. That one. Copper wire. So you get 2 out of it. So that's going to be the recipe right there. There we go. And we can even remove that one from in there like that. Perfect. That is exactly what we want to see. And fingers crossed this just works. If we say, give me some copper wire. We actually have copper wire. So are you going to actually do your thing? I think it just did it, you know. Let's make sure it actually does it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And it's getting pulled out and put into this bit. Lovely. Cool. So that is to make the magnetic coil. And that was for the motor. Yeah. And that was for the refinery overall, is what we needed to make. I forgot why we needed to make that, if I'm honest. Oh, yeah. For the Heisenberg compensate. Actually, it was the atomic forge that we needed. But we also needed a centrifuge. We needed strange matter, which comes from... Okay, all of that stuff. What are you doing? You've got the flipping Edelwood. Love it. Ruby neck. Okay. Ignites attacker for 2 seconds. That's a really bad one to get because they will just set you on fire. I kicked them out. Ignore my inventory. Right there. There you go. Right. Should we go back to the end and see if that's actually moved at all? The thing is, it could have actually moved and then come all the way back here already and we didn't know. Yes, I don't know what we do about that. I guess I'm just gonna... I should probably end the episode here, if I'm honest. And then next episode we come back and we do all of the Oritech stuff. I'm already sort of cracking into it, aren't I? So, yeah. But before we do, I've got one last place that I want to take you. Okay, I've been staring at this thing for ages, waiting for it to change, and it hasn't changed yet. This is why I didn't think it did change originally, and why I used a cardboard box originally. That's probably why everyone talks about it so much. Although, is that the pudding? I tell you what, I'm going to go make another one of these and just compare. Let's take this one and we'll take it to the end, even though we know that it's not going to be, you know, in the end. We'll probably not use this one. We could, though. We could if we wanted to. We could expand the area and everything. Let's pop to the end. There we go. That's definitely not the same color, is it? Nah, this one's way darker than that. It's subtle, though. It's very subtle, I will admit. Yeah, love it. Anyway, this one will be transferred with the rest of these when this one does convert into that. So that actually will do the thing. That will actually take this with it when we... Ah, interesting. Okay. I don't really want it to do that. Pick this one up. Cool. Okay, right. Let's go to the final one on the list on here. So if we go all the way there, we've got this thing called Earl. Not exactly sure what it stands for, but shall we go there? And here we are. Whoa, the graphics are amazing. Wow. There's my two dogs. Hello. That one's Molly. That one's Coco. That one's a girl. That one's a boy. Coco is a stupid name for a boy dog, by the way. And that's why I call him Bean. Coco Bean. There we go. Yeah, I've got into a little bit of 3D printing like I used to back in the day. And I 3D printed myself a little waystone so we could get into the IRL right there. Actually, I made a little tiny one and I got told it looks like a chess piece. But I modeled this and everything. This was me that made this. Yeah, we're currently in IRL right now. It's a bit weird, right? I just wanted to show that. Yeah, this is my 3D printer. I think it's on and everything actually. Oh, it is. It took 1 hour and 1 hour and 32 minutes to print this bad boy like that. And it had these little tree supports. So what that was is they sort of like, they hold up this area right here, because the way that 3D printing works is it lays down a layer at a time. So if we have a look at this really closely, if it will focus, it won't focus. But yeah, if you look at it really closely, there's layer lines. You see that? It's got like the lines where it basically loads of string that is like smooshed together. Yeah, and then I've got my knockoff Lego coffee machine up here, which looks really cool, I think. So this thing is just, I think, really cool. We've got the Jedi stuff right there. And then my wall of different Lego bits. And obviously we've got a bunch of Minecraft stuff as well. This was actually sent to me by one of my subs. That was really nice. And then this one I found in Aldi, and it's Charizard, and it is absolutely amazing, but it's Mega Blocks. But it's still really cool. I still really like it. And the like wings are very articulate and stuff, so that's really cool. The fire fell out. Okay, good to know. Anyway, should we get back to playing some Minecraft? I think we should. And we're back. Oh, the graphics are... I think the graphics are quite good in this as it is. I wonder what shaders I was using whilst I was in IRL. Who knows? Anyway, right. Let's finish the episode there, I think. Before we do, I want to just quickly do one more pass at the end to just make sure, okay, it's not changed yet. Fine. Oh, it just got zapped. Let's go to the... There it is. And it's absorbing all of the stuff from the atmosphere here. So there we go. And then that one gets changed as well. Let's go to vibranium. Oh, okay, we're in the lava. So that one's here, and that's going to be absorbing all of this as well. Okay, that one did change, and if we have a look right here, is that area? It's on pulse mode. Not bound. Why are you not bound? Did I not bind you? No, I didn't. Oh, damn it. Oh, wrench. I think it's this one, isn't it? That one is bound to... That's the nether. Did I not bind... Oh, yeah, I didn't bind it. Damn it. Okay, let's quickly go back up here. And we'll go into the end. And it's that one over there, I think, that needs to be bound. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's go back to vibranium. And... let's do that one again. So what we can do is we can just say... Stage 3. It's not a stage 3. It would be a stage 2. There you go. And then it swapped it. Perfect. There it is. And it kept all of the crystals. And now it's going to work more on these crystals it's already got. Awesome. Right. We are going to call the episode here for today, I think. I hope you liked the little bit of IRL stuff that I put in right there. I've been meaning to do that for a while, if I'm honest. I thought it would be funny. So, yeah, there we go. I might try and make some white inserts for the little waystone that I've got, or the bigger waystone that I've got, right? Because I've got 2. Just because I think it would look cool if it's got the little white inserts and everything. I'm not sure how I do the little like purple particles that come off it, but yeah. Anyway, if you want to get access to those files, the ones that I created myself, I think I can do something with Patreon where I can get you guys access. And maybe, tell you what, I'll put some in Discord for Patreon members and YouTube members. I think that'd be a good idea. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my Patreon because I haven't done anything with it in a while. It has literally just been access to the All the Mods 10 server, which is still up and running, by the way. So if you do want to join, I think you have to be Iron tier or above. But I'll make the files available to everybody, including like the copper tier, which is the lowest tier. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call it here for today. So thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.